Hello everyone. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing some information regarding Xbox Live Gold. So up until now you get 4 games a month. 2 Xbox One games that you can play as long as you have an active Xbox Live subscription, and 2 games that you keep. These games are usually Xbox 360 games, although they occasionally throw in a original Xbox game for good measure. However, I just got this email today, um, stating that stating some changes that will be coming to Xbox Games with Gold. So starting October, Games with Gold will no longer include Xbox 360 games. So beginning October 1st, 2020, the monthly games provided to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and Xbox Live Gold members via Games with Gold will no longer include Xbox 360 titles. It's unclear whether original Xbox titles are affected as well, but I suspect that is the case as well. We've reached the limit of our ability to bring Xbox 360 games to the catalog. However, Games with Gold will continue to include exciting Xbox One titles and exclusive savings each month. This will not impact any Xbox 360 games that you downloaded before October 2020. Any Xbox 360 titles that you redeem via Games with Gold before that time are yours to keep on your Xbox account, regardless of whether you continue your subscription. Thank you for being a loyal member, Team Xbox. So, yeah, as the email states, you will no longer be getting Xbox 360 titles that you can keep, and that's a bit unfortunate. But let's be honest, Games with Gold has kind of not been very good for a while, and um, this is because a lot of the really good titles have made it over to Game Pass instead, which is a much better service. But still, this is a loss nonetheless, because ultimately now you have to actually keep your subscription if you want to keep any of the games. I mean, before this, if there was one Xbox 360 or original Xbox game that you really liked, and you wanted to get it without having to pay too much money, you could just sign up for Live Gold for a month, or Game Pass Ultimate, and then which also gives you Xbox Live Gold. Get the games for free, and then cancel your subscription, and boom, you got the game in your library. But now that's no longer an option. I am curious as to whether this is going to improve the quality of the Games with Gold title provided. Um, of course, Sony stopped offering PlayStation 3 and Vita titles like several years ago. Some of the they have occasionally offered some really good games, but they're still off. There's still some games that just not that great, unfortunately. So I don't necessarily have high hopes. It is disappointing, however, that they're doing this, but at the same time, do you really want, if you've been a member of Xbox Live Gold for all this time, since it started, I think, 2014, do you really want them to be offering the exact same games that, cycling through the exact same games that they've already offered? I, me, For me personally, wouldn't necessarily mind, because I was not a member up until 2018. But if you're a member since then, you're really getting nothing. I mean, unless you forgot to redeem those games, for one, un, sorry, unless you forgot to redeem a game that you really wanted a certain month, like several years ago, and now they're offering it back. Really, you have nothing. You're not getting anything new, and I would say that this is another nail in the coffin for Xbox Live Gold. This is obviously, the service is kind of just trudging along now. Really, the only reason you probably have it by this point is through Game Pass Ultimate, which itself grants you access to Game Pass on Xbox and PC, and Xbox Live Gold just comes with it. Now, it is again, it's really just it's still a loss. It's still a loss, really. And for me personally, I haven't. My subscription goes up until like the until spring of next year. So um, I'm I'm gonna be I'm gonna be stuck with it for a while. But not that it matters too much because I very much enjoy having Xbox Game Pass. But it is gonna make. But it's certainly certainly a bit of a unfortunate, especially since there were some titles that have yet to make it over to games with gold. I understand, of course, the games, the Xbox 360 games and original Xbox games that have been offered, um, are in fact backwards compatible, and they have to be backwards compatible because otherwise, I mean, how else are you going to play these games? But it does look like they've reached the limit of what they can offer, at least from a backwards compatibility standpoint. I mean, about a quarter of the Xbox 360's library is backwards compatible, so so that's already a small pool of games to much smaller pool of games to draw from. An original Xbox game, well, it's nothing. I was actually hoping they'd eventually offer all the original Xbox games at some point, but no, just only a couple here and there. But in any case, guys, it doesn't look like this news has gone around to everybody quite just yet. So if you look at the website here, we can see that you get 2 free games per month. However, we scroll down here, you get 2 free games a month, including backwards compatible Xbox 360 game. Yeah, it's a bit unclear whether they've yeah, it doesn't, not sure if they've quite updated it. I mean, it says 2 free games to keep, but including backwards compatible titles, backwards compatible Xbox 360 titles. So maybe they haven't quite updated it, but I'm sure it'll update soon enough. Oh yeah, so here's the games available. Yeah, they're not really something I'm that interested in, honestly. There were definitely a couple more titles, including Call of Duty, that I would have liked to see. One game in particular I wish would have been made available was Sonic Unleashed. Just if only because I don't necessarily want to install the pop out my disc all the time to play it. So that's a little disappointing. But oh well. Well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. And of course, and of course, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this, because of course, I'd love to know what you guys think about what your thoughts on Xbox Live Gold are. Well, anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for now, and I will see you next time.